welcome back to the Nansera Wellness YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing yoga for when you are on your moon cycle or when you're having period cramps. I know this is a really rough time and it's easier to stay in bed, but believe me, doing these gentle movements will really be good for you. They'll bring some relief to you. That said, if you're new here, kindly subscribe to this channel. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let me know how this worked out for you or what more you would like to see. Without further ado, let's get into our practice. We're going to start lying on our backs. Let your legs straight out wide, or maybe keep your knees bent, stepping your feet into the mat. Close down your eyes. Maybe resting your palms on your belly or one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. We're going to start with some abdominal breathing. This is really good to bring some more space into the belly because in times like this, there is so much tension and everything tightens. All right, we're going to take a deep breath in. Belly goes outward as far as is comfortable without forcing. And on the exhale, draw the navel towards the spine. Let the air out. Breathing in, keep the lips sealed throughout. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, I can feel because of the relaxation and the focus, my knees are falling. So feel free to even come to Supta Bandha Konasana. Breathe in and out. Deep inhale and heavy out the exhale. Inhale. Imagine your belly like a balloon and you're filling it with air, but only to as far as is comfortable. And exhale. And when you're ready from here, draw your knees towards your chest. We're going to come into a Supta Muktasana. If you want, you can bring your pillow to rest on the back of your thighs. So it's a nice cushioning for your legs, and hold on to your legs. Maybe going from side to side, or maybe you want it to be still, so you hold it still. And the next inhale, you're going to lift your head and bring it between your knees. Exhale, everything goes down. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out and drop. One more inhale here. And exhale, release. Releasing your pillow if you have it under your thighs. Stepping your feet into the mat. And we're going to windshield wiper our knees from side to side. And if you want to go deeper, you can go for the 90-90, releasing both knees onto the ground. You also have the option to recite Om as you practice. You know, sometimes when we are cramping, we let out that humming sound, you know, because of the pain, like So instead of that, you can let out Om, Om, Om. I found this has a very nice spiritual and relaxing effect. And slowly returning back to center. Hug the back of your thighs and rock up to a seated position. Cross your shins, plant your palms, and let's transition into a tabletop, coming onto all four. Palms are shoulder distance apart, your knees are hip distance apart. Now from here, we're going to arch the spine, send the tailbone and the chest forward for our cow pose. Stretching the abdominal muscles while contracting the back. And on the exhale, we're going to round chin to chest. And let's get into the abdomen, giving all those organs a good massage while we stretch the back muscles. Breathe in, returns to cow. And on the exhale, find yourself in a cat. Inhale goes into cow. Exhale finds cat. Breathe in. And breathe out. Slowly let your glutes back onto your heels, coming into a child's pose. And again, you have the option to use your pillow. It's so nice and relaxing, opening your knees as wide as possible. Hang onto your pillow. Find your child's pose and return to your Om. Om. Om is the first sound of the universe. You can read more about it in the description. From your child's pose, we're going to transition into Sphinx pose. Come onto your pillow. Alternatively, you can do it without the pillow. You know, as I'm shooting this, I'm actually on my moon cycle, so this is really nice for me in the abdominal area. We're going to come into a Sphinx pose and tuck the toes. Bring your elbows right under your shoulders. And from here, you're going to lift your chest up and forward, relaxing your shoulders away from the ears. Maybe, if you have it in you, draw the soles of your feet towards each other as opposed to letting them fall into a circle. And breathe here. If you can, while you're holding your Sphinx, see if you can contract the belly a little bit. And if you cannot, if it's too much work, then just leave it. It's okay. You're already doing great by showing up. And slowly release, tuck the toes. And let's transition into a seated position. We're going to come into a seated star, one of my favorite hip openers. Bring the soles of your feet to touch, but keep your feet as far as is comfortable from your hips. And then on the inhale, we're going to lengthen in the spine, grounding, maybe swaying from side to side, finding comfort in the pose. And then we're going to lengthen the spine and lean forward. You don't have to go too far. Trust me, there is no middle for flexibility. Just go as far as is comfortable. I just want you to get into your hips. You know, the hips tend to tighten, especially during this time of the month. And hips are our emotional storages. So by coming into a hip opener, we are releasing some of these emotions. I get too emotional when I'm on my period. Maybe it's the hormonal imbalance. But doing poses like these stabilize my mental health, my emotions. So you can rest your head on your pillow. You can even add 2 pillows to have it at a higher height. Every time I do this pose, I feel it in here, and that means my feet are too close, in which case I extend them even further. Om. 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 And when you're ready, slowly coming up. Look, the sunshine is coming. Step your feet into the mat. Actually, lengthen one. We're going to go for some knee bending and chakrasanas. Chakrasanas is rotation. Interlace your fingers and bring them under the right thigh. And then we're going to lengthen, keeping the spine straight, and bend. Lengthen and bend lengthen and bend. This is especially good for you, my girlies, who feel weakness in the knees during your moon cycle. I'm guilty as charged for that. I don't know why. And then we're going to do the second side. Lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend. Breathing in, breathe out. Inhale, exhale, in and out. Beautiful. All right, we're going to go back to the first leg, and this time we're going to draw circles to one direction. Trying to synchronize our breath with the movement without attaching anything, any goal to it. If it happens, well and good, and if it doesn't happen, that's okay. We're trying, and that's as good. Release. Let me do the second side. Again, drawing circles to one side. You can close your eyes if you want to, but I like keeping the eyes open. I try. Sometimes I forget because when you close down your eyes, you find it's easy for your mind to wander off. But when you keep them open, it's easier to stay present. So that's a little challenge I put myself up to always try to keep my eyes open. Okay? All right. Now from here, we're going to bend the knees, lean forward, maybe let your hands just rest on your legs and just go from side to side. Let your head be heavy. And just rest here in a half forward fold. And slowly coming up. See if you can rock back onto your spine and then up, going as slow as possible or as fast as is comfortable, going at your own pace. And returning back, knees to the chest. And now from here, we're going to go to the left. You know what? You can start with whatever side you want, and you can always use your pillow. Bring those knees to the ground. Lengthen the left hand out. Same thing with the right. And from here, we're going to look over our right shoulder for a spinal twist. Option to bring your left hand on top of your right knee to support it, enabling it further down, assisting gravity. Looking over your shoulder, your right shoulder, and breathe. From here, we're going to move the knees even closer to the chest. Inhale. Om. Move the knees 3 centimeters lower. Inhale. Om. Breathe in. Exhale. Om. Yeah, I think I'm out of ohms. Just keep moving your knees 3 centimeters lower. That way, we go through the whole spine. And feel free to carry on with your arms. You can even stay longer before moving. If it feels good, you hang on to that moment as much as you can. Essentially, we want the back of your heels to touch your glutes, But maybe it's not possible today, and that's fine. I tend to always, in the end, use my hands to support, to bring the heels to the glutes. That feels good in my upper back. Oh my God. All right, let's return to center. And this time we're going to take the knees all the way to the right, maybe resting on the pillow. And again, using the right hand for support, looking over our left shoulder. Breathe in and out, keeping the knees as close as is comfortable to your chest. And again, you can go for your arms. Moving 3 centimeters lower. Oh, this also helps me with bloating during this time of the month. I love it. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my eyes open. And move again 3 centimeters lower. And lower. Again, we go lower. And lower. And lowest. Oh, so good. And back to center. Bring your knees to your chest, open them out wide. Reach for the outer arches of your feet, elbows resting on the inner arches of your knees. Come into a happy baby, going from side to side, keeping it dynamic. Or maybe you want it static and you just hold it there, drawing the heels towards your glutes, feeling it in your hips maybe. Whatever feels good in the moment, just go with it. And again, you can go for your arm if it's comforting. And back to center. Bring your knees to your chest for one final squeeze. And then release the legs all the way down. Coming into your shavasana. I like to put a pillow underneath my knees because it grounds the lower back into the mat. And it feels nice. We're going to take 5 more deep abdominal breaths. Deep inhale, belly goes outward. And exhale, never towards the spine. Breathing in, you can also engage your ujjayi pranayama if it's possible, and we do that by constricting the back of the throat. I find the sound soothing. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And out. And for these last 2 breaths, feel free to go at your own pace. And stay here for as long as you want. I want to give you a subtle challenge. I want you to mentally try to separate
yourself from your pain. Understand that you are not your pain. Your pain is a feeling and you're the person experiencing it. See if you can try to separate the two. This does not dismiss the fact that you're experiencing the pain, but it stops you from associating with that pain. And if you can stop associating with it, maybe you can detach from it. You know, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't, but there's no harm in trying, right? Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. I wish for you good health and happiness. Namaste.